automatic payment program, right? We'll put this one. Bank account set up. Then first step, what we have done, bank key. Bank key, what is the bank key? This is the bank key what we have created. Let's go with the house bank. So what is the house bank which we want to create? The transaction code, I'll put this one. So this is the transaction code, the FI01. This is the FI12, the transaction code. Let's show you. Okay, FI12 where I'm in. S701. The company code, select this one, house banks. Click on new entries, the house bank where I'm creating. You can see house bank, BOB1. Okay, so BOB1. Country is in India. Now the bank account, I mean bank key what we have created, we must have to key BOB999. Okay, what we have created. Let's map this one. House bank we have created. This is a transport request. Remember, that's what I mentioned. This house bank is a you need to transport the house banks. Okay, it is not in a master data. Continue here. House bank is created. Now I have mentioned, right, bank account creation. So the bank account creation, the system is popping up a message stating that it's a read access only, where I do not have the access. Continue here. See now, the first option number one, if you remember exactly what I have explained in the previous sessions, there are two ways are there. One is a bank, create bank accounts by using NWBC. It will redirect to NWBC. Okay, if you remember exactly, there are two ways are there in order to create the bank accounts. Bank accounts creation process. If you remember this step, one is the NWBC transaction code, another one is a bank manage bank accounts Furia. First, let us see, as I mentioned, right, if you follow the cash account, the group, the GL account group cash account, then the NWBC transaction code will not work. Okay, first let us see the one. Okay, NWBC, let me show you that one into the system. Okay, before going to have this one, check the GL accounts. Check the GL accounts, FS00 701. Then let's see the GL account, 5 series GL account. Now main bank, only the main bank which has created with the cash account. The GL account type has been used as a cash account. First, for main bank account I have created, right? Let me create the sub accounts also. With the template, sorry, 701. Oh, sorry, GL account is this one, 701. Okay, so now here ensure that this is not the main bank account. First thing is that cash account you have selected. The account type, GL account subtype, earlier 5 all zeros which was relevant for your main bank account. But now this is the account which is not a main bank account. It is a bank sub account. The moment when I select this bank sub account, that is the reason I did not explain in the previous session, because if the situation will sync up, then you can digest the process easily. Now let me create that. Let me see, main bank account we have already created, bank type. Now let me select the bank GL account subtype, which is sub. There will be a one more pop-up will appear here. The moment when I select the bank sub accounts, select this one, enter. You can see here the one more option, the reconciliation account option is being enabled here. What is the main bank account for this sub account? The system is asking here. If I go to here, only one account. You can see here the bank, the account types are differ. Okay, the account subtypes are different. This is the main bank account. This is sub account. So this is the main bank account. Now cash account. Okay, let it be the cash account group is a cash account. This is the outgoing clearing account. Okay, I'll put it like this. Outgoing clearing. Outgoing Bank of Baroda outgoing clearing account. Now you can see here under control data, you can see the balances in local currency. If you want, you can select this one. Okay, open item management is a mandatory for clearing accounts. Okay, where the open item management also did not have for your main bank account. If you remember exactly, for main bank account doesn't required. Okay, let me show you that one also. Okay, because each and every step what you are doing, it should be clear for. See, now this is a main bank account. You can see open item management. That's nothing. It is there here. Okay, just for your information. Now, open item management is a mandatory for clearing accounts. Okay, G005, whatever you want, you can select. This is a relevant for cash flow. Let it be save. So now what I have done, I have created one outgoing clearing account. Two. I'm just creating the two. One with the reference I'm just creating. Okay, this reconciliation account is the main, it's the same. Bank sub account type is the same. Instead of outgoing clearing, this is the incoming clearing account. Incoming clearing account. Incoming, the rest parameters are the same. Okay, open item management and others are same. Okay, if you still need it, you can select the balances in local currency. It's up to you. Okay, it's optional, but still, if you want, you can select this one. The rest parameters are the same. Okay, so what I have done now, the process in S4HANA, I would like to follow. Remember, to explain all these things, the process which I want to follow here is the cash account. In ECC, if you remember, instead of cash account, for all the bank related GL accounts, we were using the balance sheet. Balance sheet GL account type we were using. Remember, okay. So is it correct, the same one? Can anyone confirm? Is it we were using balance sheet account type in ECC system? Is it right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I believe most of the peoples are aware the concept. Okay, that is the reason I'm just checking with you whether you are in sync, whether you are following with me or not. Okay, just for your information. Okay, thank you. So now, as I mentioned, from 1505 onwards, 1909 S4 HANA, we were following the same balance sheet concept. For bank related GL accounts. In S4 HANA, from 2020 onwards, the cash account concept has been introduced. Now, what I have done, now let's go back here into the Excel sheet. NWBC, right? Now that I will cover now. Now let's go back. So what I have done, bank, house bank is created, bank GL accounts. Bank GL account. So what I have done, I have created main bank account. Okay, main bank account I have created. Then I'll put step by step. Let's follow. Main bank account. BOB outgoing clearing account. BOB incoming. So now the GLs what I have created here. This is the GL account, 5 all zeros, 336. Okay, 5 all zeros. Let me do the changes. 1, 2. Okay. So these are the GL accounts which I have created. Now let me start the bank GL accounts. Now bank account creation. Bank account creation. So okay, bank accounts creation, as I mentioned, there are two ways are there. If you remember, okay, either you can follow NWBC are managed bank accounts. Don't confuse. Above I have given already clear inputs. Okay, the same Excel sheet will be placed into the Google Drive. You can access from there. Don't worry. Now, NWBC. First, let us try to NWBC through the NWBC transaction code. I was mentioned, right? NWBC transaction code will not work for the moment when you use the GL account, GL account type cash account. Let us see that one practically. Let me show you that one. What error you are going to face. Okay, first let me go to the house bank setup right here only. Bank account setup. Okay, bank account creation. Click on create. Okay, see now house bank. Remember, don't confuse house bank, which I have already created. House bank. Now I'm trying to create a bank account number in the system. Okay. Now click on create. It will redirect it to the NWBC web application. Sorry, where you can see here NWBC. Okay, allow. Click on allow. But Internet Explorer, which is not working. Let me paste the same into the Google Chrome and we'll see that one. Okay. I just pasted the one. See now, let's see this one. So the bank account manager. Now let me create the bank account. Let me show you practically. Okay, opening date, the bank account opening date. Let me give the, okay, 1/10/2024. Company code is a S701. Don't give any account holder name. The system account holder name is nothing but your company code. The system automatically pull that information. If I press enter, see now it is automatically, it is pulling. Okay, don't do anything. Bank country, India. Then bank key, BOB. If you remember, BOB 999, right? What I have entered here. Let me go to here. This is the one. Enter. Okay, see Bank of Baroda system is displaying here. Now let's go to account number. Account number, what bank has been given to you. Okay, currency. Give the currency is a mandatory. Okay, here you need to differentiating that one. The bank account number which you want to give here. Okay, whatever the account which want to give, let's give. This is the bank account number which has given. Account type which is deriving this one. Okay, so the account type, this I will show you whenever we are going to work with the cash management. Okay, when cash and liquidity management, I will show you over there. Okay, from where these fields are appearing. For your information, these fields are coming from this place. Financial supply chain management, cash and liquidity management, bank accounts, basic settings for bank account master data. So now you can see these are the account types which standard SAP has been given. Apart from this, if you have anything, you can do the configuration 1 to 11 where you can see the same 1 to 11 where you can see here. Okay. So this from there, the system is deriving. But what is the use of them? This I will explain, because as of now, even I have not started the cash and liquidity management, because there are a lot of things to be discussed that I will explain in the next in the upcoming sessions. Okay. So let me select the internal account, current account, this one.
Sir, is there any significance to select a specific account type?
Nothing, sir, because see here is the, in case if you have a current account, okay, you can select it, but this is a 02. Most are the cases the organizations will follow the 02, because 02 is the internal account. Current account is a current account, but now it's a where for all your current accounts you need to select 02 along with, it's internal accounts. Deposit account, if you have a cash deposit account, you can give 03. It's the nature of the account.
Okay, but
Simply,
if you select something instead of 02, if you select, whether any functionality gets impacted?
No. Functionality wise, it will have same, sir. There is no deviation in the process. Only you are just differentiating the accounts. Okay, what is the account type? Is this? That's it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
now
sir.
02 I have given here. Okay. Yes. Anyone have any query? Somebody saying something?
So these account types are all standard, sir?
Standard, see, 1 to 11, these are all the account types provided by the SAP system. Okay, but if you still want, you can create, you can add anything.
Okay.
It's not the, see, 1 to 11, SAP has been provided. In addition to these, if you have anything, you can create it. Okay, for the creation and all, this is the place where you can create new entries, then you can add it whatever you want. But now, account type, you can see the either it is a current account, payment service provider, technical account, in-house cash, others. In case if you have the in-house cash, you have to select here is an in-house cash account. This you need to ensure this one. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Now, initially, even in 1505.1601 version, the moment when we select this one, okay, go to the connectivity path, house bank connectivity path, go here, click on add here, Bank of Baroda, which has been appeared, house bank account, okay, house bank, the bank account which you want to enter, okay, house bank, BOB, CD, okay, cash deposit account, let's say. So now this is the account ID which I want, house bank account. House bank, okay, account additional ID. Oh, sorry, this is the one, POB CD, okay, cash deposit account. Now, alternative account number, if the bank account which is depends on the country, just check the OY17 transaction code. OY17, it's a depends on the length. Okay, if the bank accounts are more than 17 characters, 18 characters, then you need to map this one. Then GL account. Let me go to the GL account. Now you can see here for S707 company code. First of all, the GL accounts which are appeared here. Okay, so let me map. This is the GL account which is relevant for main bank account. Now you can see the problems. Bank reconciliation account. You can see these are the errors in NWBC. I'm only talking about NWBC transaction code where you can see here NWBC. So the errors here, whatever the errors which are noticed here, you can see here, bank reconciliation account is not in use, meaning that, remember, understand the concept. That is the reason I'm spending this much time. Okay, so very important topic here. Let's go to the let's go to FS00. Now, it is a, what is this one? The reconciliation account. Since it is a reconciliation account is a main bank account. So what system is trying to throw the error message here? Bank reconciliation account is not in use. Specify the another GL account. So meaning that the moment when you have created GL account by using the cash account type, then you have created the main bank GL account. Okay, either it is a main bank account, whatever it may be. Okay, so the main bank GL account also. For this main bank account, the bank reconciliation account you have selected. So the moment when you created by using the cash account type, this will not work. Okay, the reason being that in NWBC transaction code, the reconciliation account, the account group as a cash account, this is not yet correlated internally. Okay, so that is the one challenge, biggest challenge. Instead of this one, if the GL account does not have the bank reconciliation account type, give any GL account, again the system will accept that one. Okay. Now let me show you that one. Because earlier what we were using GL account as a balance sheet account, right? Okay, let me create one GL account. Let me create one GL account. Okay, let me create one GL account. In front of you only, I'll show you. Now the balance sheet account, it's assets. 2 series is asset. Let's say the main bank account. Just to sample, okay, to see that one. Okay, I can select balances in local currency. SATK001. Let's go give here is the, but I'm not going to use this GL for our practice purpose. Okay, I would like to show you what are the challenges we are having. 200, right? Okay, this is the bank GL account, main bank account I have created. 2 series. Now let me map this 2 series. 2 series, right? Okay, main bank account. Let me select this. Now you can see here the errors which has gone relevant for the payment batch automatically. That is fine. Now you can see, even if I press enter also, the errors, there are no errors which are appearing. So that is the reason, if you follow the reconciliation account concept, then the NW-based transaction code will not work for your creation of the bank account. Is this clear? First point number 1, NWBC. Why NWBC is not suggestible? Even you cannot use in from S4HANA 2020 onwards. Okay, with practically I have shown you, okay, which one is possible, which one is not possible. NWBC. I am only talking about NWBC. If you are clear this one, I'll go to the manage bank accounts of Fury app. Okay, silence means I can say it is okay for all. No one is talking.
Yeah, we understood.
Thank you.
We understood, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Because these are all the very, I mean, fundamental things. Okay, if your base, I mean, will be strong, then you can digest the process easily. Okay, so that is the reason I'm spending this much time, because might be some people have an experience, some people might not. Let's go back.
Sir, I have a doubt here.
Yes, tell me.
Can you go to previous screen? NWBC. Yeah. Here, house bank is like, suppose I have a bank account in HDFC. So HDFC is house bank, right? Now, what is house bank account and again bank account number? What is this?
Which one? Bank
POBC.
account number. This one.
This account number is okay, but house bank account again that.
See, you have a bank account. This is the house bank. See, you have Bank of Baroda house bank, but under one house bank, you have a n number of bank accounts. Let's say the 282828 one bank account it is there. This is the cash deposit account. Let's say one, this which you are differentiating, BOBCD cash deposit account. You have another account, BOBCD, BOB. Let's say the loan account. How you can differentiate? Account number is differ, right? You should have different account ID here. By this account ID is associated your bank account and GL account. Remember.
Okay.
You cannot nowhere in the selection screen while processing the payment, there is no option to queue the bank account. There is no option to queue the GL account. In order to derive these two things, you must have to key this one. Okay, inside of this one.
This is saving account. We have given to a bank account.
Yes.
House bank account, BOBCD. Again, for current account, we need to give.
This should be differ. This bank account will be differ. Your bank GL account will be differ. It's not the same. Okay.
Okay. Well, what about house bank account? The top one also will differ.
See, one thing. See, now let's say now you have a Bank of Baroda one bank account. Okay, let's say for you have a two accounts in Bank of Baroda. Let's say one is a salary account, one is your savings account. Okay. Let's think about, for salary account you have a separate number, for for savings account you have a separate bank account number, right?
Yes.
Even see the way here also, if under one bank account, you have two account IDs, you must have to create the two IDs. In case one is a HDFC, okay, here is a Bank of Baroda, you have salaries account. The savings account you have in HDFC. Then the house bank will be HDFC. Then here this will be different. Again, all the setup, you need to have a separate things here. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
again, where we'll configure this IFSC code and European banks
IFSC code and all, you are going to configure at FI01 level. IFSC code and all. Okay. FI just code, IFSC code, I will show you there. Over there, you need to do the configuration. Bank account. Okay. When we have created the bank account ID, okay, in this level, you just do the configuration. Okay. FI02. Let me show you that IFSC code and all. You can see Swift code. Okay. Bank number where you can see BIC code in place of this one. You can do the configuration IFSC code, Swift or BICO code, identification purpose. Okay.
And European banks use IBAN number, right? How can
Which
we
one?
configure IBAN, international bank account numbers?
Okay.
That way, where we need to configure.
IBAN you cannot configure here. IBAN you need to configure when you are going to create, when you are going to map the, okay, so map the account number. Here it's the IBAN number. After creation of the house bank, you need to have the bank account. That I will show you that one. Okay, that's not here. The IBAN number is a separate place where you need to do the configuration. It's not the same.
Okay.
Show you. Okay, fine. So now, we concluded that one NWBC will not work. Now let's go back to the manage bank account. So that is the reason that is not working. So that I am following the second process. Second approach is a manage bank accounts is a Fury app. Let me create the bank account. Create. Now, before going to creation, purposefully I am explaining the step by step. Before going to creation of this one, you need to ensure this is the completely new setup. No one, maybe some people might have worked, some people might not worked. Even though if the experienced persons also, I'm not sure whether you are aware the scope of activation that I would like to show you. Okay, so the manage bank accounts. Now finally we have reached this one. Now manage bank accounts. Okay, we have concluded NWBC will not work. To create the bank accounts, we need to use manage bank accounts Fury app. Now note, remember, before going to use the Fury app, we need to understand the below points, or we need to ensure that below points. Number one, let me show you that one. First one is a scope. Remember, very important, the very important one, scope. I'll put that one. Cash management scope. So what is meant by scope, which I have mentioned, right? I'm talking about what is the cash management scope. So the cash management, the moment when you are going to activate, when you are going to use the cash management, there are two things are there which you need to understand. The cash management scope, number one is a basic scope. Number two is a full scope. You need to understand what is the difference between basic scope and full scope. Okay. So now if you follow the basic scope, remember, I'll put the point. If you follow the basic scope, no, I mean, no additional license. Okay. No additional license to be required from SAP. Remember, if you are following the full scope, we must obtain separate, or we must buy the separate license. We must buy, okay, we must obtain separate license, license for activation of, for activation or for usage of, I'll put it for usage of full cash management, full scope of now. Let's see this one. First, let us understand what is full scope, what is basic scope. Let's go to into the system. That is the reason I did not created any bank account also. Okay. So now let's go to financial supply chain management, cash and liquidity management, general settings, basic settings. Come here. Now you can see here. So the one which I was explained right a few while ago, cash management, general settings for the cash management scope, cash management scope, where you can see here, one is a basic scope, another one is a full scope. So for basic scope, no need to pay the additional amount to SAP. In case if you are going to use the full scope of the cash management, you must have to obtain the separate license for this one. Okay, meaning that you have to bear the additional charges. I mean, client, you means the client is going to bear. First thing is that. Now let us understand what is the mean by basic scope, what is mean by the full scope. Okay, we need to understand. So the basic scope, the moment when I talk about the basic scope, you cannot see. First thing is that when I have activated snapshot functionality, this I will explain. Snapshot, this is the early stage. I just remove this one. Then another thing is that cash trade, this is also not applicable for the cash management. See now, enable for the, I mean, okay, so first thing is that the moment when I have activated the basic scope, okay, let me show you practically. Let's go to, you can see here, there are many fields which are appearing. I'll show you. First, before going to, first, I would like to show one thing here. 709 basic scope. Even I have not saved this one. Remember, just I have selected this option. Let me select the account type 02 create. I'm not going to create any account. First, I would like to show you the difference. Basic scope versus full scope. Now you can see header, general data, bank relation, house bank account. These options will not be appear the moment when you activate the basic scope. Payment approver, overdraft limit, multi-language, cash pool. These options will go off. Let me show you that one. Okay, still I am in the full scope. That is the reason these options are appearing here. Now let me save this one. See, saving. I'm just saving now with the basic scope. With the basic scope, remember. Now let me discard this one. Let me see now. You can see the fields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fields are appearing here. Let's go to the discard. Now refresh. Let me refresh this one. Now let me create the new one. Okay, let me click on create. Same, let me give 02. Now you can see, let it come. Now you can see how many options are appearing here. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about the rest of the options? Rest of the options, because you are using only the basic scope. I mean, if you follow the basic scope, you cannot perform the cash concentration. Okay, you do not have the approval functionality. Okay, there are many things which you cannot perform if you follow the basic scope. Only this many fields which you can use. First thing is that approval process, approval functionality, which is not available here. It's gone. Second thing is that cash concentration. Cash concentration also, it's gone. It's not available here. You cannot see this one. The reason why only this many fields are appearing, this is where the changes here, the scope here. The cash, the basic scope. The moment when you activate the basic scope, this is the impact while creation of the bank accounting. Is it clear for all? If anyone need any clarification, please let me know here.
Sir, one question, one answer you said.
Yes, sir.
Approval functionality. Approval functionality in the sense when while creating a bank account, workflow will be triggered. That will not be there in this basic scope.
No, sir. Regarding the bank account creation, I will come there. See, regarding that one, the bank account creation workflow, account creation changes and all, still that workflow, it will be available.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Still the bank account creation, change, deletion, whatever you want, that workflow will be available.
Okay.
But the workflow which I am talking about, the bank payments, whenever you are making the payments, then if you want to approve the batch payments, that approvers is not available here.
Okay, while making that means that F110 when it is executed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now let's activate the full scope again. First, we are just discussing the full scope, or basic scope and full scope activation. Now, enable of snapshot functionality, enable cash trade requests. Okay, this one and all, it's an early stage to explain you. This I will cover in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so now let me save this one. I just saved this one. Okay, now full scope. I just have brought into the, okay, from basic scope to full scope. Now let's do the discard the changes again. Okay, so now let me refresh again once again. Now create. Now let's try to create the bank account. Create. Now let's see. So now you can see here payment approvers. Just now sir was asking about this, is about this one, payment approver. So the approvers option which was disabled when we have activated the basic scope. Okay, so when we had activated the basic scope, now this is enabled. Overdraft limit, cash pool option, cash concentration, this was also disabled. Okay, so now let's go to the BOB as deposit account. Now account number, whatever you want. Okay, NWBC, right? I had given the same account, right? Let me give the same account number. Same account, bank, country. Okay, somebody has created 00, but just ignore that one. It doesn't have any impact. Okay, bank, country, India, bank key, BOB 999, right? Okay, which is enabled here. Currency is a mandatory. You have to give the currency, INR. Now, okay. So now before creation of the bank account also, there are few additional things which you need to understand. Okay, first we understood that basic scope and the full scope. Now, let's say my requirement would be, okay, so now basic scope and full scope. If there is any query, so please let me know. Okay, basic scope and full scope. The second step would be approval process. Approval for bank approval. Okay, bank accounts creation, change, deletion. Okay, etc. I'll put it. This I'll show you where the configuration. Now, my requirement would be, let's say that, what is this approval of the bank account creation, change and all. Let's say now, our organization has been opened a new bank account. Let's say, okay, so now Srinath was asking about, sir, I have opened a HDFC bank account. HDFC. He has a HDFC bank account. Let's say the Bank of Baroda. So now there are two new bank accounts which our organization is being opened. So now while creation of the bank accounts, okay, so these bank accounts to be created into SAP system. While creation, what the management is expected, the authorized person should be reviewed and approved the respective person. Okay, or else dual control, because let's say I'm creating the bank account, but I should not have access to activate that one. Okay, I'm only responsible to creation of that bank account, but the authorized person will review and will activate that bank account. Okay, so where can I perform this activation? Where can I activate to trigger the workflow? This one. Okay, where can I activate this one? Approval. Now, in order to activate the workflow for bank accounting, here you can see here, mass change for the payment approver group of company code. So meaning that you have 10 payment, 10 changes also. One bank account is relevant for new creation, one account is for change, one account is for some other change. Then group together company code wise, all will be appear into your Fury app, approve bank payments over there. Okay, then you can, the respective approver will approve that one. Okay, so if you select this one, mass change payment approver, group to a single change request, meaning that one by one, okay, even company code doesn't matter. One by one, it should be displayed in your approval list. But now company code wise also there is an option. Company code wise also manage bank payments, right? This is not working. 1 second. Let me go to the okay, NWBC. I'm just closing. I do not want this one. This is also NWBC workflow. I mean, the one which I have already shown you. Let me go to the Fury app. Here, there is a Fury app for the approval. Okay, so first let me show you that one. Okay, first let us discuss this one. So now mass change for the payment approved by company code. If you do not want to group together company code wise, that is fine. One by one also you can, the approver can go and approve. Then payment group by account type. Okay, so the payment approvers will group account type. What is the account type? Here I have selected, right? Account type is a 0201. This is the one. Okay, account, okay, inactive, right? Account types which I have shown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 are there. Or else, okay, payment group by account type. Okay, so mass change approver group by company code or account type. Which one is feasible? You can select. First, this is the one. The second thing is that bank account control mode. This is the important one. Whether you want the moment when I select the direct changes, meaning that I can create bank account, I will go, I can approve, I can activate this one. Dual control in the sense I'm creating the bank account, somebody need to review, then that respective authorized person will approve that one. Workflow is nothing but it is going to trigger the workflow. Okay, 2 persons verification, mandatory 2 persons has to verify the bank account in order to activate creation, deletion, whatever we want. Okay, we'll see this one in tomorrow's session. Okay, direct changes because workflow which is not comes under our scope. I'm just showing, but I will show you where the configuration is to be done. Okay, the direct changes, this is fine. I will show you what is the impact if I select the direct changes. Okay, so I will show you this one in the next session. David, okay. So if anyone need any clarification, please let me know. in the next session also. Fine.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, actually a small question. Like, so every system we need to create this account.
Every system in the sense?
In the sense like production, development, and quality. Every system we need to create the accounts, or this is workflow, right? So we directly create in production system, right? Or
Yes.
in development. Okay. No need to
See,
like through TR's movements, right?
See, first of all, for bank accounts creation, transport request will not be generated. Second
Okay.
thing is that in the production system, if you want to create one or two accounts, you can go and that users will create one or two accounts. But during the migration, you cannot create right directly in the production system. Okay, you need to follow. There are different ways are there in order to upload that one. Okay, upload the bank accounts. But yes, if you want to create, you can create directly into the production system.
Okay, so how to like create bulk? Means multiple.
Which one?
Multiple accounts like 10, 15 and
See multiple accounts, then the manage bank accounts of every app is there, right? You need to upload that one. You need to download the template, then you need to fill the template in the template format, the bank accounts, then you need to upload. Okay.
okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If there are no
Vijay,
queries, then we'll, yes.
Sir, one
please,
question I have it.
about
Yes.
the drive, Vijay, could you please add us?
Yeah, I will add you. I will add it today. Okay. I remember that one. I will add for you.
Sir, one more question, sir.